4 over the course of this 90 minutes.
Stuani. Wiggling his way through. Stuani, it's a lovely ball to Cavani. It's beaten away, but it's been turned into the back of the net by Pereira, and Uruguay have the away goal. Well, with all the firepower they have up front, it is the fullback who has opened the scoring here, Maxi Pereira of Benfica. And those travelling Celeste supporters delighted, and well they might be. That is a big breakthrough.
Well, it's incredible as well on the part of Maxi Pereira, just to keep going and not just to watch that come in, just to keep making the run into the box. And said that to you earlier on, Wayne, that Cavani and his aerial presence is always a big help, and you can just see I think the keeper does well. He probably could have got maybe a little bit more on it, and it's fallen beautifully. And you've got two static Jordan defenders not reacting quickly enough. Look who's on the move, Maxi Pereira, and bang, Uruguay are in front.
Yeah, he's nipped in between the two of them, fell asleep for a fraction of a second, and Pereira has punished them with his 3rd international goal for final moments then of the first half. Uruguay in front, here's Lodiero, tipped in behind. Oh, it's a great chance for the second, and it's been tucked away by Stuani. It's turning into a bit of a nightmare for Jordan this first leg, and Oscar Tabarez's side are almost wrapping up their place in Brazil inside the opening 45 minutes. Too easy again for Stuani just to roll in and score the second goal. It's Jordan 0, Uruguay 2, and talk about an uphill climb now for Hossam Hassan's team.
Well, it already looks extremely difficult. I love the little dummy from Cavani. They thought he was going to head it, he didn't. That should have been defended by Al Saifi getting back far post. Mistimes it and misses it, and Stuani really just had to kind of keep it on target, keep it low, and the goalkeeper can do nothing about it. I mean, this time he's completely faultless, and it's just, again, poor defending. And Uruguay have just waited for the chances to come and finished them clinically.
2nd international goal for Stuani. His only previous goal came in this qualifying tournament, the 2-0 win against Colombia. The Asian qualifiers for the Asian Cup 2015 taking place. They're 2nd in that group. Here's Cavani. He's got to it first, Cavani. Suarez is in the middle. It's pulled back to Lodiero. 3 for Uruguay. And that really is a place in Brazil, surely done and dusted now for the South Americans. Cavani kept his head brilliantly, and Nicolas Lodiero finishes the tie-off surely now. Jordan 0, Uruguay 3.
Well, it's extraordinary. Jordan had made all the changes in trying to get back into the game. Tabarez was happy with what he's got, and probably would have liked a third just to give them extra breathing space. And again, they've just capitalised on weak Jordanian play. It was too easy for Cavani to get into the space. I think he did well to stay on his feet here, because under the goalkeeper's challenge, he could have used it to maybe go to ground. In pulling it back, I think he's looking for Suarez. Gets the bonus of finding Lodiero. And he might have knocked it into the ground first, but it sat up enough. Might have even come off his other foot. And it just sat up enough to avoid everybody on that line. And now, for me, there's no way back for Jordan. I think Uruguay will make it to Brazil.
Yeah, it's certainly looking that way. And Christian Stuani has been replaced by Alvaro Pereira. And Gaston Ramirez is on now, a bonus for Southampton.
Arju used it after a game, and I think Uruguay have done similarly in that they seem to have allowed the victory to come to them. You know, they've not really kind of forced the issue at all. They've just taken their chances when Jordan have presented them to them, and that's proven really decisive.
There's Pereira. It's fallen kindly here to Rodriguez. 4-0 for Uruguay. And this is turning into a rather comfortable afternoon for the South Americans. The harsh reality has hit home for Jordan. But they are long way away from realising the dream of a place in the World Cup finals when faced with such quality. 4-0.
Yeah, and we've just been talking about the fact that the belief has gone out of the stadium, and I think that's carried onto the pitch too, because I think the Jordanian players are now, you know, pretty demoralised, and they're badly caught out again here. I mean, just look at the fact that they're all ball watching, leave Christian Rodriguez all on his own, and he had time to just take it on the chest and set himself up, and he's drilled it really strongly low to give the goalkeeper no chance. And I mean, who would have thought it? 4 goal scorers, and neither Suarez or Cavani are on the score sheet.
Absolutely amazing. You do
big time.
Set the cat amongst the pigeons there. It's Caceres. Oh, that's a high challenge right on the edge of the penalty area. Crazy challenge from Adnan. Gaston Ramirez perhaps fancies this. Cavani, though, have seniority, and he goes for goal and finds it brilliantly. And there is your 64 million euros. Edinson Cavani makes it Jordan 0, Uruguay 5. They left it late, Jim, but one of them is finally on the score sheet now.
Dear, oh dear, what a strike this is. I mean, I think he saved the best till last, Edinson Cavani. This is an absolute screamer. And while we were questioning, you know, the goalkeeper, now he can do nothing about that. I think it has been a problem area for Jordan. The man who's missing, Amar Shafi, this evening, I think had his troubles along the way too, but I think you need about 4 goalkeepers guarding that to try and keep this out. I mean, this is an absolute rocket from Edinson Cavani.
Look at the bend on the ball, it's sensational.
That's as good as it comes, it really is, and very much worth the wait. Uruguay have absolutely coasted it.
You wouldn't think it was the same guy that blazed over just moments earlier.